Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream coverage of Greater St. Helens League Girls 2A basketball, featuring the visiting Ridgefield Spudders and the R.A. Long Lumberjills. Good to have you with us tonight, as always. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media, providing tonight's live stream and play-by-play coverage. Ridgefield undefeated on the season, making their second trip down to Longview to take on the R.A. Long Lumberjills here tonight. R.A. Long 0-3 so far on the season. Still looking for that first victory. So polar opposites for these two teams, as the tip is controlled by the Jills and the shot put up draws no iron and goes out of bounds. Ridgefield possession just underway. Elizabeth Swift to inbound it. But Ridgefield, a lot of good-looking athletes. Savannah Shanda bringing it up at the volleyball line, being guarded by Bree Garwood. And now Janessa Chapman faces up, picks up her dribble. Chapman back with it again, drives with the left hand, and the shot is partially tipped. Rebound, though, controlled by Ridgefield. 2 on the shot clock as it did not reset. Nice cut down the lane by Jalise Chapman. Freshman, big contributor. Already here for Ridgefield this season, 2-0. And here's Box getting rid of it. Magana off the glass. Put it down on paper. The Jills are on top 3-2 tonight. Chapman drives baseline, cut off by Magana, sets up a 3 from Chanda, no good, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Ridgefield. Chanda picks up her dribble, now Swift with it, finds Jalise Chapman. Entry down low, Morgan Good working against Brown. Sidesteps, and beautiful finish with the right hand off the window by Morgan Good. Garwood needs some help in the backcourt inbounding. Gets some, and we'll bring it across herself. 4-3 Ridgefield. Magana, ball fakes, but travels after the ball fake. Jalise Chapman, no hesitation, 3. And we got a whistle for the net. Hung up there. Jalise Chapman already with 5 here, 7-3. Box puts it on the deck, into contact, a lot of contact. And the ball's out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Ridgefield. Magana up top has it ripped by Savannah Chanda, turnover. Chapman all the way down the lane, misses it. Austin's there to corral the rebound for R.A. Long. Apologies, folks. Don't know what the hell's going on here. And we're going to get a timeout. Good time. 7-3, 5:24 to go. Back to action here, 5:24 to go, opening quarter. Lumberjills side out. And the inbound attempt is deflected out of bounds. Magana receives the inbound, being guarded by Jaleese Chapman. Austin turns, shoots in the paint, and hits. 7-5. Good play call there. Get the ball down to the big 6-footer, Evelyn Austin, sophomore. Corner three from Chapman, short. Rebound, R.A. Long. Magana able to dig it out. Alana Brown working, shoulders into contact, turns and shot. No good, just off the rim. Good look at the basket there. Jill's nearly able to tie it up. Janessa Chapman working against Austin. Throws it up and gets the bounce. 9-5. Little Dolly Parton here. Garwood lines it up for three. No. Good screen set up top to free up Garwood. Long outlet up ahead. Shot up and off the window. Consecutive buckets for Janessa Chapman. 11-5. And the attempted pass is deflected out of bounds in front of the R.A. Long student section. J.D. Ott clapping his hands, the head coach for R.A. Long. Looking to get the Jills to move a little bit quicker. Alana Brown skips it. Bree Box puts it on the deck. Good defense there by Elizabeth Swift. And in the passing lanes, getting a steal is Chapman. Outlet up ahead. Morgan Good running the floor, but Evelyn Austin rejecting it and controlling for R.A. Long. Good play there by Austin. Far side, Garwood, bounce past Magana. Magana had a really good look close. Excellent play design there. Bounce pass into the paint, turnaround shot, no good. Chapman, offensive rebound, put back, switched home. So Chapman with the last 6 points now for Ridgefield, and it's an 8-point Spudder advantage, 13-5. Garwood picks up her dribble, gets some help. Brown now looking around. Box flashes to the high post there on a curl, but the pass is tipped away, stolen. Chapman now with it. This is Jaleese. Jaleese bounce pass to Morgan Good, and she just misses it. Rolls off the rim, rebound to Alana Brown of R.A. Long. Good vision there by the freshman. Garwood calling for somebody to get open. Now it's Magana. In the paint, Box goes up and it rolls off. Good look there. Long outlet up ahead. Beautiful dime. Chapman, 8 consecutive points now. 15-5. Skip pass near side wing, 3-ball land for Garwood. She puts it on the deck, rotates it back far side, and an entry pass attempt to Box is going to generate a foul on Elizabeth Swift over the back. Abigail Vance into the game, as well as Kaylin Wingard. Austin receives, goes up. Good deflection by Morgan Good. Gets the ball loose. Vance gets it across half court, excuse me. Chapman's three, no good. Austin controls the board. And to the corner, Austin drives and had a step on Good. Slips a little bit there, and traveling is called. Good start, though, tonight for Evelyn Austin. Has the bucket. A few rebounds, block shot. That was a good take there to the baseline. 3-ball up and down. No, they're going to say a long 2 for Janessa Chapman. Already now in double figures with 10, and she's hit 10 consecutive Ridgefield points. Box dribbles a couple times, crosses over, gets a step on Wingard, gets rid of it. Garwood goes up, no good. And Wingard is there for the rebound. Nice pass from Morgan Good to Chapman, and it just somehow rolls off. Lid on the basket. Long outlet pass up ahead. Magana goes up, and it hits the net, keeps it from going out of bounds, retrieved by Ridgefield. Vance bounce pass on the block is Morgan Good. And then Jaleese Chapman gets the steal immediately. Oh, no. Another bucket for Ridgefield, 21-5. Spudders are super athletic this year. Nice skip pass to Austin. Austin's pass to the corner, tipped away momentarily by Good. Box loses the ball, heading towards the bucket. Ridgefield comes the other way quickly. Chapman up with the left, no good, foul called. So Chapman will head to the line with 10 points in her back pocket.
Lumberjill foul number 5, Garwood. First team foul of the quarter. Janessa Chapman to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw by Janessa Chapman is good. 11 first quarter points for Janessa Chapman. And the second one good as well. 9 on the clock here in the first quarter. And a reach-in steal by Abigail Vance. Vance attempts to pass up the court to Chapman, but the buzzer sounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll go check in with the visitors' huddle here. At the end of one, it is 23-5. Ridgefield on top. 12 first quarter points for junior post Janessa Chapman. She's listed as a guard on the roster. She's got guard skills, but doing most of her damage underneath the basket. Younger sister Jaleese Chapman, a freshman, with 7. So the law firm of Chapman and Chapman with 19 combined points there. Morgan Good, senior, with 4 points. Morgan and Elizabeth Swift represent 2 seniors that have played quite a bit of basketball over the last couple of years on the varsity. 4-year varsity players for Ridgefield. Sprinkle in a couple of other seniors on the roster this year as well. Kaylin Wingard off the bench, one of those seniors, and also coming out is Ellie Peterson this year. Savannah Chanda, a good up-and-comer from last year, has taken the next step in her development. But Ridgefield off to a good start, looking to contend for a GSHL 2A title and possibly compete for a chance to go to Yakima later this year. Obviously, that's still a long ways away, but with the start that Ridgefield has had so far this season and here in this game, it's kind of just representing how good they can be. Competing for the 2A Scholastic Cup as well for girls sports, coming in at 3rd in the entire state in the 2A classification, and with a good basketball season, knowing how good their softball team is, I think it's within reach of them maybe getting first place. Good defense here on the opening possession of the second quarter by R.A. Long, but a missed opportunity to rebound allows Savannah Chanda to collect an offensive rebound and put back. Spudders get 2 more to start here in the second, 25-5. Box, no hesitation, a little long. Chanda with the rebound. Nice take there by Abigail Vance, but lost control of the ball a little bit on the way up. Good defense there, but R.A. Long needing to get something going here to keep this one within striking distance. 3 ball by Alana Brown, just off back iron. Rebound to Savannah Chanda. Long pass up ahead. And now in the corner, Elizabeth Swift fires, and Swifty dials up the triple.
Elizabeth Swift for 3.
28-5. Fox working against Swift. Finds Garwood. Garwood's three gets it back. First bucket for Bree Garwood tonight. 28-8. Swift, head fake, puts it on the deck. Now Morgan Good driving, kicks to Vance. Spud's looking to work it around there into the ball game. Nora Martin down low, posting up his Swift. Entry pass stolen away. Alana Brown from the baseline short. Swift with the rebound. Nice crossover by Vance as she crosses half court. Bounce pass leave for Chanda. Her three, no good. Garwood tracks it down. Alana Brown being guarded by Chanda, looking at Garwood at the top of the circle. Now Ganong with it, moves it back to Garwood, far side wing. Shot clock down to 3. Brown fires it down low, and it's touched by Swift. It's out of bounds. There will be a second left on the shot clock. No possession change. Ellie Peterson checking in for Ridgefield. Shot just before the buzzer, no good, does not draw iron. Vance might have traveled. Yep, did travel. Austin came over and Vance put on the old Fred Flintstone brakes there. It's like, nope. Don't let that fool you, though. Vance, hell of a soccer player, plays a lot bigger than she's listed on the box score. Turnaround shot from box, and we got a foul on Austin over the back on the rebound attempt. But Vance was in on a lot of rebounds and loose balls the other day against Mark Morris. A big win by 23 points, 63-40 on the road by Ridgefield. So watch out for Abigail Vance. The law firm of Chapman and Chapman back in, and Janessa called for traveling. 28-8. Halfway through the second quarter, and a little bit slower here out of the gate in this quarter for Ridgefield. Only 5 points so far in the quarter. Entry pass down low. Should have been foul called, I think, over the back there, but Jill's retained. Skip past Magana now with it. Moves it back to Garwood. Jill's living on the outside. Now feed the high post. Austin gets rid of it right away, though. 7 on the shot clock. Great defense by Ridgefield for the second straight possession in the passing lane, nearly generating a steal. Magana has to fire it up. It's off the glass. No good. Ridgefield pushing once again. Chanda with it now. Wide open. Settles in for a 3, and it's off left. And it's going to get out of bounds. Nobody picking up the basketball there, though, for R.A. Long. And in the passing lane, there goes Jaleese Chapman. She settles for an elbow jumper. Long. Rebound to Alana Brown, and it's going to be a loose ball foul called against Ridgefield. 3:07 to go here in the first half. It was 23-5 at the end of the first quarter. Now the first 5 minutes of the second quarter, the Jills have only allowed 5 points. Got to be happy with that. And we got a timeout. R.A. Long. Head coach J.D. Ott wants to talk things over here. Well, fans, we got a busy week once again for y'all. Tomorrow night, we'll be back right here at the Lumberdome. Boys basketball. It's going to be the R.A. Long Lumberjacks playing host to the Hudson's Bay Eagles. Start time at 7 o'clock. So be sure to come on back tomorrow night for boys basketball action between the visiting Hudson's Bay Eagles and the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. Then Thursday, We're going to be back over at Mark Morris. The Woodland Beavers playing the Mark Morris Monarchs in girls basketball. And then Friday back here at the Lumberdome, Ridgefield boys taking on R.A. Long in boys basketball. Again, all start times 7 o'clock. Be sure to follow our channel on YouTube and follow our page on Facebook. Get you that information a little bit later as we're back to action. R.A. Long with the basketball. Nearly a steal there. Garwood is blocked from behind. They're going to say a foul from behind on Jaleese Chapman. Chapman in the passing lane for the second consecutive possession, nearly another steal. But instead, Garwood will end up on the free throw line for 3, it looks like.
Garwood to the line for the Jills, shooting 2.
First one barely grazes the rim. Maybe it is 2. Yep. She was on the line, apparently. Second free throw, no good. Box trying to track it down, and she does. Goes up into contact. No call. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with R.A. Long.
Out of bounds, Lumberjill basketball.
2:46 to go first half. Brown looking to inbound it. And she is the first to touch it looks like, after the inbound. Can't do that. Turnover. Nobody on Chapman. Her 3 no good. Austin digs out the rebound for R.A. Long. Box working against Swift. Kicks it to Brown. Brown fires up a 3, short, hits rim. Rebounded, though, by Swift. Chanda getting the screen up top from Martin. Gets it back to Swift. Swift puts it on the deck. Peterson down low. Bucket. Chapman. I might have said Martin. It was actually Peterson. Scratch that. But Janessa Chapman, 14 points. No need to scratch that. Nice cut, Garwood. Shot just off, though, with the right. Chapman takes it all the way. Jill's calling for a travel. They don't get it. 32-8. Skip past far side. Magana now called for traveling.
Traveling violation. Spudder basketball. Mary Perez into the ballgame for the Jills. Replacing Magana.
Swift, 14-footer. Cash.
Swift for 2.
So Swifty now with 5. 34-8. Entry pass stolen away by Chapman. Now Jaleese brings it across. No one picks up the ball. Jump stopped in the paint. Shot from 8, no good. Rebound to Brown. About a 2.5-second differential between shot clock and game clock here for R.A. Long. Bounce pass. Finds Brown. Brown, tough shot inside. No good. Rebound, Chanda. Clock running down. Chapman drives baseline, finds her sister. Now to Swift. Swift's 3, just in front of the buzzer. Lands awkwardly and is stuck in between the glass and the back rim. 0.4 seconds left here. None of the referees are going to try their luck at jumping up there. Come on, Tate, you can do this. Oh, Tate, come on. Oh, no, 0 for 2. If this is baseball, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out, Tate. Jump up there. 0 for 4. And now we've got an object. It's some kind of a wiffle ball bat, it looks like. And there it goes. Yep. And the tongue-in-cheek applause. Possession arrow favoring Ridgefield. Technically, that's a jump ball. So with .4 left, Ridgefield with just enough time to catch and throw it up. And it's good if it goes. And it goes! Oh, a .4 second buzzer beater for Janessa Chapman. When it's your night, it's just your night. 36-8. Ridgefield on top at the intermission. That gives Janessa 16 first half points as the Spudders will take a 28-point lead into the locker room. 10 minutes, folks, until the start of the second half. We're going to take a quick audio timeout. No cheerleaders here tonight, so there's no cheerleader halftime performance. I will get all the totals up here, and a couple minutes before the start of the second half, we will go over those totals for who did the most damage here in the first half. Ridgefield on top, 36-8 at the intermission. Be back in a few. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lumberdome. Just under 2 minutes until the start of the second half. Ridgefield on top, 36-8 here at the break. Let's go over the total numbers, unofficial, official numbers. Janessa Chapman with 16 points to lead Ridgefield in scoring. And then younger sister Jaleese Chapman with 9, the next in line. And then Elizabeth Swift with 5, Morgan Good with 4, Savannah Chanda with 2. 36 total points for Ridgefield at the break. They only scored 13 in the second quarter, and I say that only because they scored 23 in the first quarter. For R.A. Long, yeah, tough to get some shots to drop here tonight, but overall, I mean, not a lot of terrible looks at the basket here and generating some quality shots for themselves. Bree Garwood able to get 3 points there, and Jocelyn Magana with 3, Evelyn Ofston with 2. And there's your total scoring for the R.A. Long Lumberjills at the break.
Quarter number 3, your scores, Spudders, 36. Your Lumberjills.
It's going to be R.A. Long basketball as we start the second half. Brown, Garwood, Magana, Box, and Ofston out there for R.A. Long. Ball poked away, and it's out of bounds, off of Brown. So a turnover on the Lumberjills' first possession. Little UCLA action there. Pass back down to Chanda, and she can't handle it. It's out of bounds. Spudders return the favor. Brown faces up, dribbling with the left, picks it up, looking for some help out of the corner. Long skip past Magana, goes up off the glass, and it's no good. Rebound to Chanda. Janessa Chapman stops at the elbow, finds Morgan Good, working against Ofston, and that one's blocked. No, they're going to say foul, late whistle. 2 shots coming for senior Morgan Good.
Lumberjills foul call number 15, Ofston. First team foul of the quarter. Good to the line.
It's just the first personal for Evelyn Ofston. That's a really good improvement in that department on her behalf. Morgan Good's free throw is good. 5 for the game for the 5'10 senior. And the second one bounces around and drops. 6 now for Good. It's a 30-point Ridgefield lead. Cut off baseline is Box, looking to move it out, finds Garwood. Garwood rotates it here near side. Brown rips through, dribbles over to the corner, fires it to the high post. Ofston. And now a pass stolen away. Jaleese Chapman, coast to coast, LA to Chicago.
Jaleese Chapman for 2.
Jaleese now in double figures with 11. Underhand pass to Brown. Brown dribbles once, faces up, shot no good. Chanda with the rebound. Long outlet up ahead, finds Good. Good sidesteps Garwood, misses the shot. Ball thrown around underneath the basket. Eventually, Garwood ends up with it for R.A. Long. Brown fires another, and that one's good. Alana Brown for 3. 40-11. Chapman drives, blocked by Ofston. Finds Good underneath the basket. Morgan, sneaky. 8 now for Morgan Good. Give Chapman the assist. Magana finds Offson at the high post. Down low to Box. Box working against Swift. Dribbles right, throws up a shot. Good defense by Swifty. Rebound, Ridgefield. Nice feed. Chapman gathers and goes up with the left. That is Janessa. And we got a timeout. Lumberjills going to take the timeout. Ridgefield pulling away here, 44-11. 18 in the game now for Janessa Chapman. Three players tied at 3 points to lead R.A. Long. Good start here in the third quarter for Lauren Heflin's squad, the Ridgefield Spudders. Undefeated so far this season. And impressive wins along the way as well. 5-0 so far to start the campaign. 3-0 in the Greater St. Helens League. Already picking up wins against Prairie and Skyview. 3 league victories against Fort Vancouver, Mark Morris, and Hawkinson. They got a big one coming up at home on Thursday, taking on the Washougal Panthers. Back to action here, R.A. Long basketball. A little bit of space from Box. Box dribbles a couple of times, being guarded by Good after the switch. Box fires it up, it rolls off, but she's fouled. So the senior Bree Box will head to the line for 2.
First person. First team foul of the quarter. Bree Box to the line for the Jills, shooting 2.
And the first one bounces off. Second free throw is good. Brielle's first point of the game. Vance moves it up the floor to Martin. Handoff from Good to Vance. Vance kicks. Nora ball fakes, moves it to the top of the circle. Chapman. Martin picks up her dribble, looking for some help. Skips it, far side. Long 2 is canned. Oh, they're going to say 3 by Jaleese Chapman. Looked like she might have been on the line, but 2 officials said 3. Brown wears number 3 and hits a baseline 2. So Brown with a couple of buckets here in the third for R.A. Long. Long pass up ahead. Nobody guarding on Martin, so Martin just says, all right, I'll take it. Brown out of the corner, gets it to the top of the circle. Now Box comes over near side. Brown circles, shot no good, but she's fouled, and we'll head to the line for 2. So junior Alana Brown heads to the free throw line with 5.
Brown to the line for the Jills, shooting 2.
First free throw no good. Oh, excuse me, rolls in. Sorry.
Mary Perez into the line for the Jills.
Brown now with 6. And Brown hits a pair, now 7. Wingard double teamed, kicks it out. 3 on the way, and good. Trying to see the number 4. Shot up, no good. I don't see number 4 here on the roster for Ridgefield. So apologies.
Sputterville number 30, Wickstrom. First person.
Wickstrom into the game, picks up the foul for Ridgefield, puts Evelyn Austin on the line.
In the second, 2.
52-15 the score. And now head coach Lauren Heflin being called over to the scorer's table. Probably looking for number 4 because Austin no good on the free throw and a jump ball. Brown tying it up
Jump balls.
with Martin. Martin for 2, rolls off. Offensive rebound put back, no good. Loose ball, out of bounds. RA Long basketball. That shot put up there by Kate Wickstrom.
Brady Box back in the ballgame. Replaces Ridgefield.
2:50 to go here in the third, 52-15. Box carried, no call. Finds Austin, and Evelyn hits.
Austin for 2.
Pass far block underneath the basket. Kick baseline shot high, no good. Offensive rebound momentarily after a dribble. It's stolen back by R.A. Long. Bree Box with it now, and now we've got a whistle in the backcourt. And they're going to get an offensive foul against R.A. Long on a screen. And we got a timeout, Ridgefield. 52-18 the score.
Spudders.
Back to action after the timeout. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Ridgefield basketball. Martin drives baseline, steps on the baseline, and is out of bounds. And now the ball lost out of bounds. Last touched by Ridgefield. Bree Box was being guarded pretty well there by number 4. Wish I had a name to go with number 4, but I don't. If someone knows who's wearing number 4 on the live stream chat, feel free to type it in. We've got a steal and traveling called immediately. Jills get it back after giving it away. Bree Garwood checking in. Mary Perez checking out. And maybe a travel up there, no call. Box with it now. Bounce pass inside. Austin double team, kicks Garwood. No good. Rebound, Ridgefield. Vance getting in there and bringing it up herself. Vance gets around everybody and lays it in with the right hand.
Vance for 2.
Shot by Brown off the dribble baseline, hits the side of the backboard. Rebound, Ridgefield. Under a minute to go now here in the third. Pass to Wickstrom. Wickstrom momentarily bobbles. Rotation, far side Jay, no good. Rebound, Box. And this one is tipped. Jills will retain possession. Ellie Peterson checking back in for Ridgefield. Sienna Moses and Magana checking back in. Garwood goes reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Spudders. 30 seconds left now here in the third. And in the passing lane is Magana. Magana slows it up, finds the trailer, and it's Brown. Her 3 no good. Rebound number 4. 10 on the clock now as Vance comes up. Finds number 4. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, putback is good. And that's going to do it. That is Madison Ingram.
Doman for 2. And at the end of 3, your score, Spudders 56, Lumberjills 18.
56-18 the score. All in all, it's a 10-point quarter there for R.A. Long. If you're looking at positives, Lumberjills not going to come away with the W here tonight. Still looking for their first win of the season. They'll have some winnable opportunities, though, later on in the year. Meanwhile, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Ridgefield will undoubtedly be looking for an opportunity to win the Greater St. Helens League. Back to action here. R.A. Long basketball to start the final 8 minutes. Entry pass, foul over the back on number 4. So apparently that is Ingham. There is a number 12 on the roster, and the name belonged to Ingham. But now we have to figure out who else that is out there. Ingham against Box. Gets rid of it. Now I need to figure out who number 12 is. That looks like Allie Doman. So Doman with 4. Running clock now initiated for the remainder of the game. 58-18. And now the ball lost, stolen away. Chanda dimes it. Ingham with the bucket.
Ingham for 2.
And now we've got a whistle carrying called against R.A. Long.
Lumberjill basketball. Brassfield back in the ballgame for the Jills.
Oops. Entry pass, overthrown out of bounds, turnover Ridgefield. Apologies. 60-18, clock running, 6:30 to go in this one. Ball out of bounds, last touched by R.A. Long. Whistle, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout. Ridgefield with 5:57 left in the ball game, leading by 42. R.A. Long's chances at coming back here in this one probably not possible here. But again, fans, tomorrow night we're going to be back here live at the Lumberdome. Boys basketball. Hudson's Bay comes to town to take on the R.A. Long Lumberjacks, 7 o'clock. Thursday over at Mark Morris, the Woodland Beavers taking on the Mark Morris Monarchs. And then Friday, the Ridgefield Boys taking on R.A. Long. Iverson's the play call. Ooh. Little give and go. Chanda posts up on the block. Give Martin the assist. Starter Savannah Chanda still in the ball game here. Entry pass down low. Fumbled around, thrown away. And a drive and a shot.
Lumberjill foul number 3, Brown. First personal, first team foul of the quarter.
So Doman will head to the line for 2.
Shooting
5:11 clock running still. And the first free throw is good.
Wickstrom back in the ballgame for the Spudders.
Doman now with 5.
Jills.
Chanda will sit down now.
Ballgame for the Jills.
Second free throw just grazes the rim, but a lane violation called.
Lumberjill basketball.
All right, long ball with 4:37 to go in the ball game. Bree box, double teamed in the paint, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. No bonus free throws tonight for either team.
Second team foul of the quarter.
Box to inbound, 4:09 left in the game. Entry pass, Austin back to the basket, kicks. If there's one department where you have concerns if you're Ridgefield, it's the size department down low. Chapman, one of the biggest players that they've got down low. I mean, Elizabeth Swift and Morgan Good right around that 6-foot mark. Swift will be able to step out and hit some jumpers, but in terms of seeing some of the other teams around the two-way landscape, when you get deeper into the postseason, size becomes a pretty big factor. As we've seen already with WF West, Julia Dalen, 6'3", long, athletic. Shot up by Ellie Peterson, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds by R.A. Long. Ridgefield possession. Wickstrom inbounding it. Martin jump stop into a 2, and it's a travel.
Lumberjill basketball.
Bounce pass. Stolen away by Martin. 3 ball. Cash. Nora Martin. 66-18. Ridgefield's backups still doing a really good job out there. And this ball thrown away, stolen. Skip pass. Nobody bothering to defend the ball handler. Doman just waltzes her way to the basket. Bounce pass stolen away. Jill's also going with some bench players out here and having a tough time. And we got a ball out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on R.A. Long. It's going to go against Caitlin Brassfield. Seven points for Allie Doman off the bench. Wickstrom inbounds it to Doman. Doman hits the bottom of the backboard. Under a minute to go in this one. And a ball tipped out of bounds. Jills will retain possession. Pressure defense on the far side. Ball tipped out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Game clock still running, and the game ball all the way to the corner of the court here on the near side. Nobody in a hurry here. Good chance to let the game clock catch up to the shot clock. And now it is thrown into the Spudders bench. And the running clock, that's going to do it. Just throw it out of bounds and get us out of here. 68-18 is the final in this one. Ridgefield ends up running away with it even more here in the second half. A lot of different players getting some time and scoring the basketball here this evening for the Spuds. Leading the way, Janessa Chapman with 18 points. Jolise Chapman with 14. Morgan Good with 8. Maddie Ingram with 7. Allie Doman with 7. Nora Martin with 5. Elizabeth Swift with 5. Savannah Chanda with 4. Abigail Vance with 2. So a lot of scoring here tonight for Ridgefield. 68 points. R.A. Long does not score in the fourth quarter. That's tough. They do score 18 overall, though, in the ball game, led by the 7 points of Alana Brown. Brown scoring all 7 of those in the third quarter. Evelyn Austin with 5. Jocelyn Magana with 3. Bree Garwood with 3. So a 50-point win for Ridgefield here tonight. They improved to 6-0 overall, 4-0 in the Greater St. Helens League. Hard to figure out who the player of the game is, I suppose, since so many different players contributed here tonight on the court. But, yeah, I mean, Janessa Chapman ends up scoring 18 points to lead Ridgefield in scoring. Sat for the majority of the second half. And so, yeah, I think she was the player of the game in the last game that we did for Ridgefield and Mark Morris last week. Younger sister Jolise Chapman with 14 as the freshman here. I mean, seen some really good freshman newcomers so far in District 4 hoops for the girls' side. And yeah, you know, I think that she's someone to be reckoned with throughout the rest of the season. And if you're Ridgefield, you got to be excited about all the different players that were able to come in off the bench and contribute here tonight. Long season. There's 2 seasons within the season. There's the season before Christmas break, the season after the New Year. So we'll see how things turn out ultimately as the year goes on for both teams. Again, RA Long still searching for their first win after this one. They're now 0-4 on the year. Let's take a look and see what the schedule has in store for both of these teams coming up. I mentioned it earlier, but Ridgefield hosts Washougal coming up on Thursday at 7 o'clock. That will be a pretty good game if you ask me. Washougal 1-0 in league so far. They took Tumwater to OT on the road. So I think that'll be a pretty good test for Ridgefield. Meanwhile, for RA Long, again, still searching for positives and their first win of the year. They're going to go on the road on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. And they're going to take on the Hudson's Bay Eagles. And it doesn't get much easier on Monday, the 18th. They're going to head down and take on the Washougal Panthers. And then Wednesday, the 20th, they're home against Columbia River. So the next 3 games, pretty tough for RA Long. And the season, obviously, tough as well. But I tell you, I mean, I'm not lying when I say it. I mean, there were some positives out here tonight for RA Long. Not all bad. Ridgefield's a really good team, but there was, at times, some pretty good ball movement. There were some good play concepts. Evelyn Austin got the ball down low a few times, turned and faced up. Her rebounding and defense and, you know, her ability to stay available tonight, not commit fouls. That was a big step in the right direction for Evelyn Austin. And Alana Brown with 7 points there in the third quarter. Not discouraged after a scoreless first half. You know, you can't hate everything that you see here from RA Long. And it's all about taking baby steps, getting into the right direction. And I think that, you know, RA Long did some things tonight that they can look at and feel pretty good about, honestly. So, you know, not all doom and gloom for RA Long. Again, tough year. A lot of younger players this season for the Jills. You know, the only real senior on the roster. In fact, the only actual rostered senior is Bree Box. Everybody else here tonight, you know, getting some much-needed experience. And you hope that, you know, in the years coming that they'll be able to build on this. You know, next season they'll only have 4 projected seniors on the roster. You never know; somebody could come out of the woodwork and, you know, want to play basketball again. That'd be nice. But again, Ridgefield wins this one tonight. No troubles. 68-18. Player of the game. Yeah, let's just go Janessa Chapman again. 18 points to lead Ridgefield in about 2 quarters of action. Honorable mention again, sister, the law firm of Chapman & Chapman. So things looking pretty good for Ridgefield and on the up and up for RA long term. Again, fans, tomorrow night we're going to be live here at RA Long. And this is where you can find us on social media, YouTube, Twitter, the artist formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook, where you will find all of our updates, all of our game links. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But tomorrow night we'll be back here against Hudson's Bay, RA Long hosting, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So if you could, look for the link and share it on your timeline, letting friends and family know we got live basketball. Again, 4 games this week, including this one, so 3 more, 3 consecutive days. And then we'll have some games next week over at Kelso. And then we'll enjoy the new year just like everybody else. All right, fans, that's going to do it for us here tonight at RA Long. Final score 68-18. Ridgefield gets the win. Janessa Chapman gets player of the game. I appreciate everybody coming on out and watching the live stream here tonight and being part of the live stream comment section. If you like what we do and want to help us out, you can provide a discreet, confidential donation to @N2Media on Venmo or PayPal. $1 goes a long way. 100 goes longer. But no, seriously, any contribution that we get for anything that we do for the free streaming service is mucho appreciated. That's N2 Media on Venmo and PayPal. All right, fans, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's game. Ridgefield wins it 68-18. Back at it tomorrow. Hope you all have a great evening, and I hope to see you again tomorrow night. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media saying so long from the Lumberdome.